Hey everybody, Doug Welton here. It is the end of week 6. Thankfully, the legislative session is coming to a close. We've dealt with a lot of bills. I mentioned this before, we do have a record number of bills. Many of them were just numbered in this last week and will probably not see the light of day. That is one of the benefits to having a 45-day legislative session, is that we're not just passing bills nonstop. There is an end to it, and so it doesn't matter how many bills are introduced. At some point in time, we just run out of time and we're kind of constrained by time. And so that helps the best bills rise to the top and promotes good discussion on meaningful issues. So I hope everybody had a great President's Day. It's good to have some time off of work, and some of you had more time off with snow. So hopefully you're all safe, and we're grateful for the moisture which we've received. Big shout out to our public safety employees, and particularly our plow drivers, who are working really hard to keep our roads clean. That was a tremendous amount of snow, and so I just want to thank them for their hard work and all that they do. Couple highlights for the week. HB 288 was the opioid transparency or opioid dispensing bill that I had. It passed the Senate committee. We'll be going to the floor, and I fully expect that to pass. That just requires the doctors and pharmacists notify patients who are receiving high dosages of opioids that they get a consultation on naloxone or opioid antagonists. HB 308, this is a bill that I'm excited for. This is a bill that removes the overall school letter grade and instead allows us to focus on more detailed diagnostic information that will help parents and educators make better decisions and drive better discussions rather than kind of a blanket statement grade. If you're interested, just kind of Google your school and your school's grades, and you can see what the letter grade is, but you can also see that diagnostic information. So that's a bill that the House has worked on in the past and the Senate has not approved. We were able to get it through the Senate committee unanimously, so that's exciting. HB 373 is another bill that I was really excited for. It was one of my top couple of bill priorities, and this was a bill that would encourage people to go into law enforcement and get their college education paid for to a certain extent. And this was to increase the caliber of law enforcement agent, as well as to encourage them to stay in law enforcement. We're having a real problem with losing law enforcement officers. There was a competing bill in the Senate that started before mine, and it was ran by Senator Maine, so I pulled my bill, but the bill will still be going forward, just in a different format. HB 465 just passed committee. This is a school library transparency bill. There's a lot of concern over the books that are in our schools, and this is just one way that we give parents a tool to be able to see what their children are checking out from the library. We're not weighing in heavily on what should and shouldn't be there. There's other bills that are doing this, but this just says, as a parent, there's a single portal that you can go log in and you can see what it is that your children are checking out from school libraries. We are having increased floor time. In fact, most of our time will be floor time. We have 2 more committee meetings, and then the rest of next week will be all floor time, going as late as midnight, probably the last 3 days. Hopefully we're not here that late, but we can be here super late. The deadline is we have to be finished before midnight on Friday. So whatever is not heard by then will just die on the board. And if it's important, we'll bring it back next year. If not, it's probably good that it died. Anyway, I appreciate all the emails that I continue to get, the calls that I get. Trying to keep up with all of them. Feel free to reach out on any issues that you have. It's been a pleasure to serve you. I've got 1 more week left, so feel free to email me or call me or text me if you've got any concerns or questions about any bills coming up. Thank you, and I appreciate all that you do. Thanks.